Hey there, Song. Everybody, hope you guys are doing good. I apologize for being away for so long. I have been trying to get this video recorded for the longest time, but I've been super busy, super packed. And even right now, I'm in a hotel lobby at like 2 a.m. But it's okay. Alhamdulillah, we're going to get this video. The portfolio for 2024, as this crazy things coming out. There's a lot of movements happening. Bitcoin's going up, it's coming down, what's going on, all that stuff. We'll talk about. And without any further ado, let's get this video started. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. And as you guys are, hit that subscribe button. Let's make that mashallah money together. Alright. To start off, this document that I've built, and if you guys want access, you guys can email me. I can get you, like copy paste the thing. It's a very simply made document. In here, what you can do is pretty much first define how big your portfolio is going to be. So, for example, if you have $3,000, $5,000, $6,000 saved up, you can decide. You can put that in here, and it will help decide according to my percentages of how much percentage I'm allocating to each crypto project for 2024. Look, I am investing. This video is about investing. It's not about right now how much money you're going to make from a day trade, swing trade, or a month trade. No, it's about investing in the long term. I've already talked about my 2022, 2023 portfolios. Those are on my channel. You guys can watch them. This is the 2024 plus portfolio. There's going to be a lot of projects that I've talked about before, but they're not in this because these are the new tokens that I'm buying. Because the old ones that I've bought, I've either taken out my position and sold it, and take profit or take stop loss, or B, I'm still holding them, and inshallah I'll be holding them till I can take profit or stop loss. So, Kat, let's get this thing started. Just for easier purposes of understanding, we'll start off with something like, let's say you saved up something like $10,000, okay, or maybe make it a little bit more reasonable with today's economy. Let's say you save $3,000, because that's usually what I hear a lot. That hey, I have like a few $1,000s. A few means three. Okay. Okay, so let's start off with what is the biggest one I'm looking at, and that would be ETH at 25%. And you guys already know about ETH. I've talked enough about ETH. So 25% is a good amount, and this is coming from an element of being a little bit risk averse, but still try to take the juice of what the volatility of crypto is, right? If I was a little bit more conservative, I'd probably put this at 35%. Now, the other project is BTC, obviously coming at 20%. Why BTC less than ETH? Is because the potential of movement, right? Look, BTC is like a gold standard. It will move up, but it will move up slowly, right? In comparison to a lot of your altcoins, or in comparison to other projects that are starting up, and they will have a faster growth. You want to get into those projects that are going to potentially have faster growth, but at the same time, not risking your portfolio to have a complete crash. Unless, remember I said diversification, if you don't know complete understanding of what you're doing. If you have a complete understanding, then this is my project. I'm going 100% into this project, right? And I'm putting all my funds into this project. That type of affirmation comes with a lot of research, right? This portfolio I've made, or I've put together for you guys, so you guys have a good diversified portfolio. Obviously not financial advice, neither am I giving any fatwas. What I'm trying to say is this is what you guys can look at for 2024 for something for your own portfolio. Deep research into each one of these, and then decide how much you want to put into each part of them, or B, if you even want to keep all of them or not. I've already talked about all of them. I'll link the videos up here or up here somewhere. So watch those previous videos. It's part 1, part 2 for 2024 portfolio. All right. Next one is AGIX, and from now on, it's not going to be necessarily which is the highest percentage. No, it's just going to be generally, which other projects happen to come in my brain at the time when I was making this document. So AGIX is I talked about it in the other video, so I recommend watch the other video. But it's pretty much AI and project that has so far done pretty well in AI, and it seems to have a promising future when the bull market comes. GRT, I've talked about this in the past too, but I'm adding more to my portfolio, inshallah, with what's happening recently with all the data and AI stuff. XTC, also a very interesting project. I've talked about it in the previous video at 2%. H bar, have had it from the past. I'm buying a little bit more. Initially, when I bought H bar, I'll say 2 or 3 years ago, not the most impressed, I'll be honest. Um, in the project itself, very impressive, but the movement of the token was not impressive, and that was probably had multiple things to do with it. But now I think there is some more hope than previous years. Next is Algorand. I don't think I have to talk a lot about Algorand. Look into it, and I'm putting that at 2%. Sol at 3%. So pretty much buying more, right? Algorand and Sol buying more from the previous year. And alhamdulillah, Sol has done fairly well. Uh, that being said, I don't know if I would say, because I got in a little bit early this year, alhamdulillah, for Sol. I don't know if I would say Sol is still has such a up potential to go up. However, I do think you can still go. It'll still go up, but how much? It's a give and take. So every time Sol now goes down, I kind of DCA in. Even though my initial dollar cost was very low, I kind of go in still because I think there is a potential for higher, and that's okay. Because if a project is doing successful or is performing well again and again and again, unlike we had a previous project like Cardano, which said they'll do XYZ, but it didn't do XYZ, and every year we'd wait for it to do something big, but on the other hand, Sol is performing it every year. That there was a potential of a specific industry doing well, it would be part of that industry. For example, the NFTs, the gaming, and all that stuff. You guys remember all the NFT Sol projects. So it's there. These two, OP and ARB, I've talked about them. They're a development on top of the Ethereum chain, and putting them both at 2% because they're both from the same industry. So technically putting at that industry at 4%. Matic, I've talked about in the past, so buying a little bit more. Akash Network has already performed so well, and because of what the project is all about, I've had to put another 2% into it. Render, I've talked about it in the other video. Check it out, 3%. DSO is decentralized social media. I've talked about it also. Why 8%? Because I can see this year and the previous year showing very strong signs towards people being interested in a more decentralized system. And you can already see this with Rumble versus YouTube. Rumble had one of the fastest growth last year, and multiple occurrences like that is going to create this new industry of decentralized social media, because social media is the first interaction of everybody on a daily basis, and if they're having issues with it not being decentralized, then they're gonna, as soon as it's decentralized proper system, a very good system comes up, it'll be accepted and onboarded really quickly. AXL, talked about it at 4%. NTRN, also talked about in the previous video, at 4%, because these two are targeting a big industry and we want to be part of it. TIA, I talked about this also. And then Chainlink, because Chainlink takes a few of these previous ones and helps build or support their ecosystems. As a whole, this is some additions I will be doing to my 2024 portfolio. There's a few other projects, they come up, they go away. I add them to my portfolio, I take them out. That's something that's on the side. But as a whole, this is a few of the major ones I'm looking at. Obviously, this is not financial advice. If you're interested, you got to do your own research. You can take some, this. You can just take this as like some initial search backbone, and from this you can define your portfolio. And let me know, inshallah, what does your portfolio look like for 2024? Because if your portfolio is better than my portfolio, hey, I'll accept it, and I'll maybe put some funds into some of the projects that you're mentioning. And yeah, as this document's on percentages basis, there's basic formulas in here. You change the percentages and boom, it'll come out like this. So if you're interested in this document too, just email me. Honestly, I'll just make a secondary link for you, or I'll give you view access, and you can pretty much copy paste it onto your own board and do whatever you want to do for with your portfolio. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you guys think and keep me in your duas. And as always, take care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum.